Everyone has an opinion about your life, your choices, your mistakes, and your future, and somehow you're expected to care about all of it. But here's the truth psychology makes very clear. Your brain was never designed to handle this much noise. The human mind has limited mental and emotional energy, and every time you worry about what people think, compare yourself to others, or replay imaginary scenarios in your head, you spend that energy, whether it's worth it or not. This is called cognitive overload, and it's one of the main reasons people feel stressed, anxious, and exhausted even when nothing physically demanding is happening. The idea of not giving an F is often misunderstood because it doesn't mean being careless, rude, or selfish. It means practicing intentional emotional control. Emotionally strong people don't feel less, they choose better. They understand that caring is a resource, and if you waste it on things outside your control, you'll have nothing left for what truly matters. One of the biggest traps people fall into is comparison, especially in a world where social media shows only highlights, victories, and filtered success. Your brain compares your real life with all its uncertainty and struggles to someone else's edited version, and that comparison quietly destroys confidence. Psychology shows that confidence doesn't come from being better than others, it comes from not constantly measuring yourself against them. Another major source of suffering is the fear of judgment. But here's something freeing. People judge no matter what you do, and most of the time, their judgment has nothing to do with you and everything to do with their own insecurities. When you stop caring about being judged, you're not losing approval, you're gaining freedom. Failure works the same way. Failure itself isn't dangerous. The fear of failure is. Not giving an F doesn't mean you stop trying or stop improving. It means you stop letting fear control your decisions. You still work hard. You still care deeply about your values, your health, your growth, and the people who matter to you. But you stop giving mental space to things that don't align with who you are. Think of your mind like a house. Not everyone deserves a key, and not every thought deserves to live there rent-free. Mental boundaries aren't cold, they're necessary. When you learn to ask simple questions like, is this under my control? Will this matter in the long run? And does this align with my values? Life becomes lighter. You don't become careless, you become clear. You don't lose motivation, you gain focus. You stop reacting to everything and start responding intentionally. And that's the real psychology behind not giving an F. Choosing peace over noise, clarity over chaos, and meaning over pointless stress. You don't need to prove yourself to everyone. You don't need to explain your life to people who don't live it, and you don't need permission to protect your mental energy. Care deeply about what matters, let go of what doesn't, and live honestly. That's not apathy, that's emotional intelligence.
At the end of the day, not giving a fuck isn't about escaping responsibility. It's about taking responsibility for where your energy goes. Your attention shapes your reality, and when you stop feeding distractions, fear, and unnecessary opinions, you create space for clarity, confidence, and purpose. Life doesn't get easier because problems disappear. It gets easier because you stop carrying problems that were never yours to begin with. When you choose what truly deserves your care, you don't lose your humanity, you find your strength. If this made you think differently, take a second to like the video so more people can hear this message. Subscribe for more psychology-based content that helps you think clearer, live calmer, and grow stronger. And comment below, what's one thing you're done giving your energy to?